Hey guys, Ed here, playing Spider-Man Miles Morales on the PS4. I got a PS5, and funny enough, why do I ever go back to game stuff? They sold my PS5, the version I pre-ordered, the disc version, and so I got a digital version. Like, this is not what I ordered. Oh, well, you can give that back now, and we'll give you a store credit. Like, no. Even though it's not what I ordered, I still prepaid for this. They're like, oh, no, 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 we can give you store credit. Like, no. So, it's going to be a while before I get a PS5, but that's not why I'm making this video. The reason why I'm making this video is because Black Wolf, Wookie, whatever you want to call him, I'm not going to throw his real name out there because, YouTube's algorithm, all that. I have not been making any videos. I haven't been making any videos at all, actually, because new life in a new state, new cities. Things are going pretty good. Happy. Dealing with, new life. All the above. And
watch out for spiders, man.
so I'm getting these. They're coming to my email, left and right, because they're being commented on my videos. And like, what the heck? He's out of prison. Black Wolf, whatever you want to call himself, he's out of prison. And I've just been doing my best to ignore him. I don't want to get back. I moved out of Florida. I got the hell out of there. I got the hell out of there. I got a new life here. I'm not saying where I got a new life here. Why would I? Dude, 10 years. In 10 years. I got into a psychologist who's, reason why I got the hell out of Florida. I hired a lawyer. Every time I hire a lawyer, I get screwed over, railroaded, whatever. They suck. They don't want to go against the Palm County Sheriff's Office because they're so corrupt. They're afraid of them. Everything was basically they fabricated a felony. They know they fabricated, but they don't want to fight it. They're scared of the sheriff's department and incompetent. A bunch of good old boys. So well, he pissed me and my friends off, so he's got to learn a lesson. Okay. Whatever. So,
scanning for target. No result.
Went to their jail. They broke my back. They grabbed me from home. I went to their jail. They broke my back. I went to prison. Went to court with a broken back. Fought it as much as I could because I'm, my federal public defender ain't helping. In fact, she railroaded me by, I had to see him feeding into it, chasing rabbit down the hole. It's not healthy. I had the change in venue order, and she decided without my permission, without consulting me, she gave it back. So that just ruined everything. So nothing but constant threats, death threats, and they, I have my GoPro under my wheelchair, and they threatened me for you're gonna plead guilty, or else we're gonna make sure that you will be in jail by the end of this court hearing, and I'll make sure you're in jail before 3:30, and that you succumb to your disabilities, and that you succumb to, if beating I got all that on recording, but I can't show it because it's technically recording in a federal courthouse. So it's a catch-22.
Threat analysis. Neutral.
I don't give a shit that I'm sharing this because it's already, like, everybody knows. I didn't do anything. Just all that good old boy crap.
Just gotta keep at it.
Well, anyway, he went to prison for screwing over the same deal that he had with them, and get illegal guns, illegal this, that. They supply him with a class 3 FFL, and he does his illegal stuff, and he's anyway. I got some of his paperwork here that was given to me, and just like how he got from them to the same, it's like a back and forth. That's why they were calling it a feud. But I moved out. I got the hell out of the state. Shit, I legally got early termination of probation. I hired a lawyer. I went to a psychologist. I did everything that probation wanted me to do, and then some. To prove that I'm that. Look, I'm not what they say I am. I'm not a drug addict. I'm not this. I'm not that. I went to a psychiatrist. The psychiatrist on my side. I went to a psychologist. The psychologist on my side. I did months and months and months of testing, and these tests are, months and months of testing. They, you cannot trick a psychologist or these tests. And I'm doing everything they're asking and above. So what's left is I've done time for something I didn't do. I've taken a felony plea. I've taken a felony for something I didn't do that they fabricated. I have the evidence discovery. There's stenographer notes where they admit to the court that, yeah, so what? It's fabricated. So what? He needs to learn a lesson. He's challenged the authority of the sheriff's department, and therefore needs to learn a lesson. Like, out of personal vendetta, they ruined my life, took my life from me, literally beat me to death in their jail. One of the correctional officers that was working at PBS, the Texas Gun Club, is a family friend. I know him, his wife, his daughter, and just before Thanksgiving, they talking to my mom. They called me up, and they said, "Look, now this is something that's just impossible, but it happened." Now, where they beat me up in the suicide. They took me to the suicide room, and they beat me up. They beat me. This is the cops. They beat me to death. And the person who hit the button on the wall, I'm not going to say his name. I'm not going to say my family friend anyway. So, he said to me before that, "Eddie," a deep voice, "Eddie, if I had my gun, I'd shoot you right now. Because you're putting me in a position." And then the beating on his block. And he couldn't do shit about it. Well, boo-hoo for him, but because he just took early retirement. Because now here's the impossible. A inmate hung themselves in suicide. Oh, well, no. It's impossible. The other name for a suicide room is the buck naked room, because literally, it's a way of humiliating the person that's in there. They take all your clothes. You don't have any clothes. If they feel like it, they give you a tissue paper gown to wear. That's it.
Patrol.
And they don't ever clean the floors or anything. It's disgusting. It's humiliating. But I'm like, I don't care. I'll walk around the house in my
Awaiting
boxers
engagement.
with my ding dong out. You know, like fat bastard. I'm sexy.
Threat analysis.
So they beat me up in a suicide cell. It's a square room. No way you can hurt yourself in there unless you smack your head against the wall.
Studying idle behavior.
The toilet is a metal toilet with a sink. There's no pipes. There's nothing to get anything around, and you don't have any clothing
Patrol
whatsoever.
sequence initiated.
You get a paper gown if they feel like if they're gonna be nice to you. You get it. If you're lucky, you get a paper gown, which you end up using for toilet paper.
Scanning for target. No friendly unit
So he had to witness basically a murder, flat out, and it's not his first. And so he took early retirement because just like he had to watch me getting beat to death. The correctional officers took somebody with a belt, put it around their neck, and that was that. They killed an inmate. There are no cameras, and of course, they're not gonna come forward. And if they did, nothing would happen anyway, because they're protected. But his wife was telling me that he's got PTSD now, and just couldn't handle the job anymore. That it was eating at his soul, and so he quit. And they knew. She's telling me that how they knew what was gonna happen to me and how it eats at him. But at the same time, that's his job. Like, that's what pisses me off. Like, no. I mean, you do what's right. You don't do what you know. Don't be a follower. Do what's right. Don't be a follower just because everybody else is being corrupt. I mean, don't be corrupt too. So yeah. So Blackdevil's out of jail, and what I've learned from same sources that he got a salad toss. He got beat up, especially after they figured out. Didn't really figure out. They told. He got told on that he is an informant, because he is an informant, and they got his informant number. They put him in protective, in PC, which is protective custody, and still, it's what happens to snitches. And the reason for him being in jail was drugs. And something that was on his laptop, which I'm not going to repeat because I find it disgusting, and it's another reason why the guards would, tell the other inmates why, because it's even in jail. Pedos do not. They're work that out. Oh well.
Dang, just gotta keep at it.
People who beat on their wives, pedos, and that's just the sleazeballs. They just anyway. I gotta stop thinking about this. It's unhealthy. I've moved to another state. I've changed my number. I've done everything possible to get the hell away from that dude and that crap. And I live with some excellent roommates who you know, this is a really good place to live. And, you know, he's fishing for my information. You know, he's sending me threats. He wants to come. He's going to pay me a visit. He's going to kill me. Same crap as always. But, you know, if he comes out here, I'm cool with the local sheriff's department here. You know, I'm not going to say, I'm going to church. Cool with the local sheriff's department here. Come out here, and you're going to be, dude, you're going to be one that's going to be in a ditch, not me. Because you're evil, dude. Black Wolf, Black Devil, whatever the hell you want to call yourself. You're evil, you're disgusting, and it's been 10 years. 2011, 12. Guys, help me count here. I only have so many fingers and toes. 2011, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 is when him and his cop buddies broke my back. 16, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's 10 years. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's 10 years of this dude stalking me. All because he turned my Mosin Nagant, cut the side off, and welded it shut, turned it into a pipe bomb. Stole an AR-15 from me, and I put all what he did up on YouTube. Because everybody knows about the start to finish with that rifle, how I was going to go hunting with it, and I wanted, you know, anyway. And that, from start to finish, every video he ever put up was, if you don't like his lies, he'll just make up another. That was a very funny video. And how he pretends to be, he claims false valor. He pretends he's military, this and that. Meanwhile, he's just a freaking mental patient. And, just, you know, it's just, you know, I don't want to think about this. Really, I don't want to think about this. I don't want this guy messing with me anymore. I don't know what to do. You know, everybody's always like, get out of there, move out of there. And I tried to move. 2016, I was all packed up, ready to move. And what happened? My stepdad comes into my room after drinking himself and then trying to kill himself. 2 a.m. I have to call the cops. He's trying to freaking commit suicide. And then 10 a.m. I get woken up. I have my mattress on the floor. I get woken up by getting a boot to the face. I call 911 on him and for EMS for myself. And then the cops are just, they violate I lock the door to the house. I sit down on the ground. The cops are there. They violate my Fourth Amendment after putting a shotgun to my head and going in, taking my keys. They go in the house that's locked, and they just steal all my possessions, all my stuff, all my guns. And then 9 months later, they come up with several fabricate felonies. They take me to jail. They don't let me have my seizure meds. They beat me up. Then they take me to federal prison, and it's, well, here's a wheelchair. Learn to live with the pain. I finally get out. It's, you know, and they're like, if you had any type of medical, if you should have been taken to the hospital. We could have done so much to save your back, to literally the damage on my spine, and even though I'm in a wheelchair and I use my huff around because it's just, I still do my absolute best. I try my best to walk around using a cane, and crook, and just trying to get around. My bedroom's on the second floor. I literally get myself up the stairs because I have to, and I force myself to. And the pain is it's just intolerable. And then my reputation, then everybody's all, oh, well, he's a drug addict. He's a drug addict. Like, I gotta take pain meds. The amount of pain I'm in from my back, I the and not just my back, my both my kneecaps been destroyed. I got bone flakes off my patella, the torn ligaments in my leg. From when they beat me up, they concentrated on my lower back, my midsection of my back. My spine is extremely damaged. My legs are extremely damaged. They crushed my right hand, the whole right side. They they kicked my face in. I need several. If put it this way, if I won the lottery or a lawsuit, I would be nonstop in surgeries just to try to better my life. Yeah. So there, I made a video. You guys are probably asking, why don't you make positive videos and this and that? Well, I do have a lot of videos. I just don't show them because I don't want him knowing where my new life is. You know, I go to church here. The community here is very fond of me, and I've been very open about the background, this stuff, and they don't want to. They told me some really good advice. Forget about it. It's in the past. You know, same as you guys told me. Forget about it. It's in the past. You worry about you. Move on with your life. My birthday was December 1st. I'm 34 years old. All of my 20s wasted dealing with a stalker. I'm not continuing this. So if he finds out where I am and he comes out here to start shit, it ain't gonna be me pulling the trigger. But don't mess with me, man. Don't come out here. Don't come out here. Seriously. These people are good people, and it's good people here, and just don't mess with me. Don't mess with me no more. Let it go. You got what you wanted. I don't have no guns. They took all the cops. You and your cop buddies took all my guns and ammo. Uh, it's gone. They're gone. But you know what? I'm working on. I got I got my early termination probation, and I'm working on getting my rights back. I'm so disabled I can't work. Yeah, even though I want to, I physically and mentally can't. Severe oxygen deprivation damage, along with just the other medical problems. I'm a medical liability, and I can't, which tears me up inside because I've always been one to, I like to work, and I still like to work. So, I'm trying to do the best that I can to better my life, and I'm becoming very active in the community. You know, to go to church, and the community here is very good. They're very not. I've got the best neighbors. I got the best roommates. Wonderful people, and so I'm saying this: don't mess with me, Wookie. Don't mess with me. You're you're the devil. I'm just a nobody. You come out here, you mess with me. I don't advise it. So, thank you guys for if you've listened to this. Thank you guys. Um, and I do have some positive videos up. I do have some positive videos. I'll start putting them up. It's just it's very hard to me because right now I have no right to privacy, which I YouTube, of course you don't have a right to privacy, but I'm talking about a different type of privacy. I don't want to be messed with. Just anyway. Thanksgiving, I had a really nice birthday. Uh, December 1st, I had a really nice birthday. Actually, my roommates, got a cake, sung happy birthday. I cried. It was like, oh wow, this is really sweet of you guys. I got they got me a present. I, uh, they're just the best. Um, got the, and Thanksgiving was also awesome. Just so much. There's just how do I explain it? I don't know how to explain it. So much good energy, so much good, and it's I don't know how to handle the anxiety of being around. Like I'm excited, I'm happy. I don't like I don't know how to deal with it's been constant, nonstop stress for so many years that and then I don't know how to deal with the feeling of this is a good place. These are good people. This, you know, like, like, like roommates. It was like, hey, how you doing? I jumped. I'm like, whoa, man, whoa? Like, that's, like, that's, you know, I don't know how to digest positive, um, positive excitement or whatever it's called. Just, I'm so stuck in the negative, which is unhealthy. Um, I'm continuing the therapist, and he said to me, "You don't need a therapist. You don't need a psychiatrist. You don't need any of this crap. You're doing great. You're doing great. You pay your freaking bills. Even though you can't work, you're forcing yourself to be active. Your physical is getting worse and worse. Trying to do mental exercises to try to fix some of the oxygen deprivation, but there's nothing really I can do about that. I'm sorry, I'm tearing up here because I'm truly thankful that I'm surrounded by such good people here, and I'm thankful for all the trolls on YouTube that have been buffering, keeping Black Wolf occupied, and his cop buddies who've been fired, and buffering between him, them, and messing with me. I really appreciate it. I really do appreciate it, and I really am thankful. This is 34 years old, and I just before Black Wolf, I was in my early 20s, and I never knew what kind of people there were. That there were people like this in the world. People like Black Wolf, Black Devil. Didn't know there were people like that just want to ruin somebody else's life. I honestly didn't know. And I thought by the age of 34, by the age of 30, into my 30s, I'd have more. Because I feel like, I feel like I feel like I need help with everything. Because I do. My roommates, really do help me out more than average. I got a PCA, personal care attendant, comes in once a week, and it's just I didn't imagine this kind of sidestep in life. I imagined myself owning my instead of renting in a house, owning my own house. Um, the 9 to 5 job, and just living within my means. But I waited. I had 2 mistakes. I met Black Devil, Black Wolf dude, and his corrupt cop connections messing with me. And I didn't get out of Florida in time. Should have got out of Florida sooner. I had cease and desist orders on all of them, and few more weeks, and I would have been moved out of there. But Mother's Day 2016 happened, and that was that. Just anyway, guys, see what I mean? How I ramble on? It's not healthy. Um, Today's Saturday, tomorrow's Sunday. Today's Saturday the 5th, 2020, December 5th, 2020. Tomorrow's Sunday. I'm going to church, and I'm gonna bring this video with me, and I'm gonna, we share, and it really does help. I'm not gonna go all Bible thumper on you. You know, it's just it's more than just that. We got, it's basically a PTSD group because I got PTSD. But I'll tell you the biggest thing, one of the biggest things I have is the psychologist. He helped me get out of Florida, and I thank him. I thank him because the lawyer, he just he's doing his job, but the psychologist testing me, and testing me, and testing me, and retesting me, and testing me, making sure it's so airtight. There was no possible way that they could refute that that this happened, that this happened. Cops mess with me, and boom, I got a call from probation officer who said, what, Edwin, your probation's terminated. What? Yeah, congratulations, you got early termination probation. Uh, that's done. The lawyer didn't even know. Also, where I live out here, because of my disability level, I get free lawyer help, but not in a offending, not not on an offensive mode, but in a defensive mode. I needed help with my insurance. I needed help with getting my benefits and everything. Called up the advocacy group. Done, done, and done. And they're the sweetest people ever. And it's all connected to the church. I'm really grateful. So, just want to put this Black Devil guy, you know, let him stew in his own hell. And, I would really appreciate if you guys, with the algorithm, I don't even know if this video is going to be able to be allowed, but if you guys could, I would really appreciate if you could buffer. If you could buffer, please. Buffer this guy from messing with me, because I really am trying. I really am trying to get to a level of normal, and you know doing physical therapy, and it's tearing me. I got surgeries coming, and yeah, I'm to try to get me to walk a little better. They're gonna I'm getting two different knee surgeries, and I got from getting kicked in the head multiple times, an infection in the bone that's caused periodontal from trauma. I think I'm getting the words wrong. So I got surgeries coming up. Um, the back surgery. It's so funny. Well, not funny. It's it's covered, but not the anesthesiologist. They would be putting in a carbon fiber disc along with a rod and they would be fusing a couple vertebrae, but they'd be putting a titanium rod in my back with a carbon fiber disc, and that's covered, but not the anesthesiologist. Same goes for the dental. Like, damn. So, thank you guys for being there. Please continue if you can to buffer, you know, Psycho, Nutjob, Wookie, and I would really appreciate that. Thank you. So, this is Master Ed. Peace out.